fragmented, highly disorganized segment, yet very important sector in the economy, as many of you probably know, it contributes to maybe 6 to 8% of the GDP. So not a small number by any stretch of imagination, yet highly fragmented, highly inefficient, highly opaque. And so I'm sure you have probably come across several startups or other companies trying to make a play in the logistics sector, and I get asked this question very frequently. Oh, so you are another truck aggregator. Okay. And my response generally is, yes, we are aggregators. We are not of trucks, we are aggregators of trust. Because one of the things that we realized when we were getting into Fortigo and trying to understand the industry was all its inefficiencies and lack of transparency and fragmentation and everything. One fundamental thing that was missing across the industry was trust. And what we have tried to do through this network is not build a portal for trading trucks or loads or anything like that, but build a platform that helps us restore trust in the system. And with that, I will ask Anjali to come in and give us a little brief on Fortigo. And by the way, for those of you who might want to ask us questions in Tamil, please go ahead and do. We won't respond, but we have our very able colleagues who have deep experience in the logistics industry and now with Fortigo who can help us respond to those questions as well. Thank you.
Thanks, Vivek. What I'm trying to do in the next few minutes is to explain the background of the industry and what we saw, and also how we saw what is the role that we could play in this and our overall business model. It should not take more than 20 minutes. Hopefully it will be crisper than that. But if you have any questions, I'll request you to wait till the end, and I'll be happy to answer each and every one of them, whether in English, Hindi, or Tamil. We'll manage amongst ourselves. We do have our partners here as well. We'll answer on their behalf too, in terms of the roles they play in this network. So going into this, I'll cover really what is the market and the characteristics which are present today, the opportunity which is present, and how it stands today. That leads on to the issues and challenges and the dissatisfaction levels which are present, and then we round off with what we are actually trying to do and the space that we think will make a radical change in the entire transport ecosystem on the road. Very quickly, it's a very, very large market, and if you look at various predictions about the way it will be growing, the current industry may go up 3 times to about $300 billion by the end of this decade. It forms a significant part of the GDP. Now, overall logistics even more, but the road transport itself is close to about 6%. So it's not a small part of the industry at all. Very significant part, and it is the platform on which the rest of the industry moves. If transport comes to a halt, industry also eventually stops. So that is essentially the role that this plays. Now, while that is important to understand that it's very large, it is also very fragmented. It's highly fragmented, with 80% of the truck owners having just 4 to 5 trucks at a time. It results in a reasonable amount of inefficiency because so far everyone had to work in silos and individual pockets. When you work in individual pockets, you tend to become a bit more inefficient. When you become slightly larger, you try to have more connections, you can improve your utilization and your business metric and do better business. Excuse me. But when it is highly fragmented, everyone is very small. Their ability to be able to invest and be able to improve their business is limited and constrained to a certain extent. And of course, there is always a whole lot of seasonality in it. Today you have a lot of business and the prices become very high. Tomorrow the business is very low and you're willing to do it at cost or sometimes even below cost. Now, while all this is going on, as a consequence of the way the market has evolved, we found that each and every player in the ecosystem has a fair amount of dissatisfaction. And